sometimes you just gotta let James cook. Also, an Elijah Moore revenge game? What's going on, y'all? TK here, back with another edition of TK's commentaries, recapping the Bills game, where Buffalo improves to 2-0 on the season, soundly defeating the Jets 30-10. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We're grinding over here on YouTube, and if you're seeing this on TikTok as well, because I have been posting this over there as well. Feel free to drop me a follow, and also feel free to comment on it. You can give me a Go Bills if you choose to. Unlike last week, there's not really a lot to unpack. Allen, for the most part, had a pretty quiet game offensively. Only 207 total yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Took the one sack, though, and had a 40-yard run that ended up also gaining 5 extra yards thanks to one of the 2 holding calls called against Sauce Gardner. That man just loves to hold people, huh? Crazy. The big star of the offense was none other than Let James Cook, Chef Cook, who had a 44-yard TD run, 135 total yards, and 2 touchdowns. Pretty solid. Elijah Moore, in his first game back in the Meadowlands versus the Jets, took a end around. They tried that on the first play of the game, didn't really work, but the second time they tried it, he took a end around for a touchdown, celebrating with his new team. We'd love to see that. Love revenge games. Tyrod Taylor, who took over after Justin Fields had been evaluated for concussion. Apparently he cleared concussion protocols, but they decided to keep him out because of the score at that time. Did lead the offense down as he hit Ruckert for a late touchdown, but that was garbage time TD. Keon Coleman, who had a breakout game against the Ravens, where he won 8 receptions for 112 yards and a touchdown, did have a quiet game, only going 3 receptions for 26 yards, but it was the running game that really got him going, as between passing with Allen and Mitch Trubisky that accounted for 179 yards. Everybody that did any kind of rushing for Buffalo had 224 total rushing yards. They got the 3 on Mitchell Trubisky's 3 kneel downs, so it was sitting at 227. But Coleman, if he continues with the average that he's at through 2 games so far, is on pace for 93 to 94 receptions, over 1,000 yards, and 8 to 9 TDs for the season, which would be a great second season as he continues to trend upward. The big difference from last game versus the Ravens was the defense. Now, granted, it is the Jets, but they also had a phenomenal first game against a pretty solid defense in the Pittsburgh Steelers. Last week did the Jets, but this week Buffalo was ready for him. Not having Ed Oliver and not having Sharon Johnson, who Ed Oliver was shown in a boot earlier this week. They were kind of on the fence. They decided to hold him out, and Sharon Johnson, who was dealing with a quad injury, was kind of touch and go on whether or not he'd play. They decided to hold him out, being that they do have the short week coming up against the Dolphins Thursday night. The defense did its job. 154 total yards, which is probably about 300 less yards than they gave last week. 4 sacks, 1 forced fumble, which Bosa had a sack, had a forced fumble, and a big tackle for a loss. AJ Epinesa got the fumble recovery. Alauge and Rousseau met at the quarterback for their sack, for a combination sack, and Daquan Jones had another sack, and Cole Bishop, who got a sack on a safety blitz as well. They played a lot better, only giving up 54 yards in the air, and the Jets as a team hit the century mark as a team. Other than that, the leading rusher was Justin Fields for 49 yards, including a 27-yard run. 10 points given up compared to the 40 that they gave up last year. Definitely a vast improvement defensively. All in all, it was all good, all around football. James Cook had a great game today. Passing game was a little quiet, but when your offense when the O-line is blocking like they are and they go for 224 yards, you don't really need the passing game, which is not bad. If you have Josh Allen on your fantasy team, I feel for you. If you have James Cook on your fantasy team, good stuff. A couple things that need to clean up: the penalties. Allen had a couple intentional groundings where he should have just threw it away, and then Cole Bishop had the one boneheaded play where he pretty much suplexed the guy out of bounds and got a dead ball personal foul. Just need to clean that up just a little bit. Don't need to be doing that. That's pretty much about it. Next week, Buffalo comes home on Thursday night to face the now 0-2 Dolphins, as the Dolphins fell to Drake May and the New England Patriots. And I will have my thoughts after that game as well. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Said this last week. I'm going to paraphrase it again. Be good, do good, be blessed. Go Bills.